Today, I'm going to demonstrate a successful and simple cryptocurrency trading method that has a high earning potential. This isn't sensationalism, though. I strongly advise you to watch this video all the way through because I'll disclose the results of backtesting this strategy, and you'll be shocked. Okay, let's get started. But before we get going, I just wanted to say thanks for all of your support. The channel is really taking off now that we've reached our first 400 members. Okay, so we're going to use a 5-minute chart for this approach, and we only need 3 indicators. I'd like to change the candlestick from Japanese to Heikin Ashi, though, before we put our markers on the chart. When we put up a Heikin Ashi candlestick on our chart, we can see that the price movement is much smoother. The trend's path can be seen more clearly. In addition, because it helps beginners comprehend price action, this indicator is actually fantastic. We're going to use an exponential moving average, EMA, for our first indicator, but we're going to increase its duration from 9 to 200. The visibility will also be increased. We are now there. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, will be the next measure we use, and it will require adjustment. Thus, the RSI-based MA as well as the 4 Bollinger Bands, the upper band, lower band, and background, are being removed. All that will remain is this middle band, which we will enhance in appearance and alter to a different color. In addition, we'll employ a Parabolic Sar as our third sign. Okay, let's get to our entry rules now that we have all of our indicators made up. Okay. So the first rule is that the price must be above the exponential moving average for us to start a long position. And only when the price action is below the 200 EMA can we open a short trade. We're going to use this parabolic star indicator as our entrance and exit signals. Thus, whenever we notice a change in the position of these dots, a new indication has emerged. Therefore, if the spots are above the price, this indicates that the market is bearish. If the circles are located below the current price, this indicates a bullish trend. Additionally, before placing the trade, we must cross-check the indication from our RSI indicator with that from our parabolic star indicator. Therefore, if our RSI indicator's line is below this 50 line but our parabolic sound is giving us a long indication, we are unable to execute a long trade. Having our price below the moving average, a signal from our Parabolic Sar indicator to go short, and confirmation from our RSI indicator, this line must be below a baseline of 50, are all requirements for initiating short trades. If the price crosses and closes above or below the moving average and the rest of our indicators support the signal, as it did in this case, we would also take this as a new signal. Exactly now. The price has just passed below the moving average and closed below it. Additionally, the parabolic star is bearish and the RSI line is below 50. I'll now give you an illustration of a short transaction. As a result, we can see that the price has just crossed below this moving average and closed below it, and the rest of our signs are supporting this. Therefore, we will immediately initiate a short position, with our stop loss placed at the most recent swing high. As a result, we won't establish our take-profit targets for this system specifically. We're going to let our winners run and close the transaction whenever our Parabolic SAR indicator gives us a signal to do so, just like it did in this instance. As you can see, the dots have moved and now indicate an end to our trade. I should also add that we'll risk 2% of our accounts on each transaction. Okay, now let me give you an illustration of a different short strategy. We can see that the parabolic side has just changed, giving us the indication to go short at this point. The price is located below that 200 EMA, and the arrow side is confirming the indication as well. With a stop loss placed at the most recent swing high, we will therefore open a short trade at this time. As you can see, our Parabolic Sar alerted us to the need to close a position at the time of that candlestick. Here's another illustration of a short transaction. We can see that the price has recently crossed and closed below the EMA, and our indicator, the Parabolics, has given us the go short indication. However, since our RSI has not provided a confirmation, we would not enter this transaction. So you can see how crucial having a gauge like the RSI is. By doing so, we can reduce losses and increase earnings. Okay, now let me give you an illustration of a lengthy trade. Just now, the Parabolic Sar switched over and gave us this lengthy signal. Additionally, the price action is resting above the 200 EMA, and the RSI line is above 50. Our stop loss would have been placed at the most recent swing low, and we would have opened that long trade right here. So you can see that had our Parabolic Sar indicator given us a warning to terminate the trade, we would have done so right there at that candlestick. Here, our Parabolic Sar indicator gave us another long indication. The indication is being supported by all of our other indicators. Therefore, we would have immediately started a long position and set our stop loss at the swing low that just occurred. And as you can see, the Parabolic Sar provided us a signal to close this position immediately. These examples thus demonstrate that you can make a ton of money if you can identify an excellent trend that continues to work in your advantage. Okay, so now that you know the trading rules, let's actually do our backtest on a 5-minute time frame and see if the outcomes are reasonable or not. I just finished the backtesting, and these results have surprised me. Our win rate is 70%, and the profits end up at 11%. I would also like to mention that these results will be different when trading live, so always try the strategy for yourself before using it. In terms of win rate, this technique now holds the top spot, and I wholeheartedly endorse it. Guys, feel free to run back and forward testing on various markets and times to gauge how well it performs. If you want to see one of my other trading strategies I use when day trading, check this video right here, because this strategy works great on the every time frame you want. I'll see you guys next time.